Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization V's Brazil. So, in this episode, I would like to focus on diplomacy a little bit more. First, I want to try and peace out with Greece finally, which might be quite difficult because he doesn't really feel any pressure. We are not attacking any of his cities, and especially now when his caravel is destroying our trade routes, that gives him another reason to just not peace out. But he's also not really gaining anything. He's not active in this war, and if you are an aggressor and there's a long war in which you are not gaining anything, the war weariness will go up. Even if you are not losing anything, it will still go up. So hopefully that will force him to peace out at some point. I really don't want to be forced into an offensive action against Mycenae. But worst case scenario, I guess I will have to do it. We do have a technological advantage at this point, I think. And if we don't, we'll have it soon. Because once we get archaeology, I will go navigation, rifling, and maybe even dynamite. So then we should be able to convince him that accepting a peace treaty is probably a good idea for him. So that's one thing. Then I checked our diplomatic options with all the saves, and there is one very interesting treaty that we're gonna sign, and we're gonna start with that. And with that treaty, it will probably unlock some more options. So that's gonna be pretty important. That's why I'm gonna pay a lot more attention to diplomacy in this episode, I think. And then we will have to start thinking about Arabia. I checked them again, and I wasn't able to figure out how they managed to snowball so hard in the previous episode. Because I think we are taking up pretty fast. But he is taking up twice as fast as we are. And that's completely ridiculous. I guess it has something to do with this unique ability combined with the belief that he picked up that allows him to fade by any great person after he enters industrial era. So right from the start of the industrial era, he can buy quite a few great people. Basically every 8th turn he can buy a great person. For Arabia, of course, that is really strong. But I'll keep an eye on him, and hopefully it was just this jump that he can get through thanks to the extra yields at this stage of the game, and he will slow down at least a little bit. Because if he keeps stacking up at this pace, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with him. He managed to get twice as many attacks as we did last time, and I think we are not progressing slowly. I guess one option would be send just spies to him and try to steal his stacks. Maybe that's what we'll have to do. We'll just ignore the defense of our capital and instead just send all the spies to him, hope that it will successfully steal tax. I guess that could work, and we could maybe use some tenets to increase the effectiveness of our spies. That way we might be able to keep up, but he is scary and I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do with him. Usually I have a plan in any situation. I don't think that it happened to me in any of the previous series, and we played quite a few, that I was I had no idea how I'm gonna solve a problem. But at this point, as I said, if he keeps progressing at this pace, I have no idea what we're gonna do. That's just way too fast. But well, we'll see. So, where do we start? We start with Germany. Because unless something changed, nope, nothing changed, he is willing to accept a defensive pact. And the defensive pact with Germany is something that I wanted, because that will give us some protection against Denmark. This is a way for us how to drag Denmark into war with his neighbor. When we check Germany, he's signing defensive pacts left and right. He signed a defensive pact with Sam Venice, we like that, but he also signed a defensive pact with Denmark. I don't know why, I don't know how that happened, but it did, and that means if Denmark decides to declare on us, it's gonna break his defensive pact with Germany, and of course they will start fighting, which is great. So this will give us a lot of safety. Also, by signing this defensive pact, we should be able to sign defensive pacts with Siam and Venice. And that's already 4 saves. with a defensive pact, then maybe we could drag India into this. He has defensive pact with Greece, so if Greece then attacks us, it would break this defensive pact, and we would create some kind of a block against against Greece and Arabia. Hopefully, does he have defensive pact? He has defensive pact with Denmark, Greece, Venice. Well, that's a lot. Also, what could happen eventually is that we sign up defensive pact with Arabia. It's unlikely, but who knows? But the defensive pact with Germany is the first step. So we have to pay. Would you accept 9? You would. Would you accept 8? No. Let's pay him something on top of that. Propose. There we go. That's like the ideal first defensive pact. That's where we have to start. And other than that, well, we have to accept the fact that we're gonna lose a cargo ship, which really sucks. And well, end the turn, I guess. I checked. Greece doesn't want to peace out. Okay, I probably don't want to go farther in this direction. Sounds pretty risky. Next. Did he get it? No, no, he retreated. Can't hit him here. Okay, well, social policy time. You'll go rationalism. That's another way how we can at least try to somehow keep up with Arabia. There is a free tag in it. Scientific revolution is great, observatories, and with all the jungles then we have, that's another thing that will give us quite a lot of science. So let's take the opener. We are at what, 331, 360. Well, I'll take it. The real bonuses are here though. Also free thought can give quite a lot of science. Peace treaty, that's the peace treaty with Arabia. We just finished the work. How much money do we have? 866. Let's get a Sambadrome. I want to have Sambadromes everywhere. You need windmill. And here we are done with repairs. Oh, come on, perfect. Yes, please. Don't want anything from you, just to end this. Now, let me end this war. I'm just curious. No. Do you want sugar, Brazil, wood, marble? I'm giving him a lot more than I'm getting from him. I don't want to give him marble. But I think I will accept this trade. And then before I forget again, we have extra marble. Trade here. Let's see. Okay. Now we can fix the citrus, and we can also get the last Brazil wood camp, which can be either here or here. Now it's safe. Then I want to talk about defensive pact here. Acceptable. I checked the before I signed the peace treaty defensive pact with Germany, and he didn't want to accept the defensive pact. So that's what the first treaty allowed us to do. Let's see if Sam is now willing to talk about defensive pact. No. What about India? I think the next one will have to be with Siam, and hopefully that will allow us to get a defensive pact with India. He has defensive pact with Greece? How did he get defensive pact with Greece? Greece has defensive pact with India and Arabia. Okay. Can we get some money from Germany? Not really. Okay, well, still fine. And by the way, we have a pact to get copper. A pact. We have a quest to get copper, so that's nice. Also, we have a quest to get or to complete some intelligence operations against Arabia, and we should be able to get that done in 6 turns. There's some very decent quests that we should complete soon. 696. Think about paying for the windmill. What else is there that we want to pay for? We need to focus on our capital. 45, 45, 45. Actually, why not? Let's go this way. We want to reveal every single tile. And I will just jump down. It's possible that Arabia now declares and we lose the explorer, but I think at this point I don't care. There's still quite a few tiles to explore, of course, but we can do that with like 3, maybe 2. Next. There we go. There's the defensive pact. Excellent. He's willing to pay, sure. And now we need to drag India into this. No, he's not preparing for a sneak attack against me. At least not for another 14, 16 turns. Did I change the duration? Because, oh, I started on 15. Now, for some reason, we have 16 here. Okay. It's not a huge difference if it lasts 15 or if it lasts 16. But this means that we can explore here. Just curious. No. Okay, you two. What are we gonna do with you? So in the north, everything's been explored, or at least everything that can be explored safely. Oh, well, we can go this way. At least one of them can go there. And this one will go south. Then we have one guy here that will quickly check these tiles, then go south as well. And then we have this one. Okay. Now, Do I want the cargo ship? Or do I want the caravan? Damn, it's expensive. But I want more food in the capital. And I also want the tercio. Okay, well. All the money is gone. We need one more caravan. We need to feed Belo Horizonte. It's gonna get the Musicians Guild. We want to work that. This one I probably want the garden. Then I will grab a grocer. We don't have a market. Let's get the market before. Maybe even before the garden. What else? You got the Samba drone. Need the windmill. Sucks that I can't afford to pay for it. And it's time to get rid of some heretics. Buy a new Inquisitor. They want me to generate a great general. Well, it's possible that we won't get another great general until the end of the game. Though I would like to get one. I still want this citadel. Building printing press. Yeah, I'm working on that, I think. Don't care about this quest, and we are working on this one. Now, India. Let's talk about the defensive pact. How fast are we growing? 6. Okay, we need more production. Growing in 7, good enough. Working on Red Fort. As you can see, it won't take that long, 20 turns, considering that this is the last city. It's one tiles or one tile island city. We have only what 3 tiles to work on land. 20 turns isn't bad. I paid for it already, but still, it's okay. Let's fix that. 45. And where do we send you? Well, in this direction. And here we want to keep feeding the capital. Yes, please. Okay, now, what is the closest unexplored territory? Down here. Do I really want to work this tile? these 2 tiles even. Because I want one city that's gonna focus on merchants. I wanted that to be Salvador. I think this is acceptable. Yeah, you want those merchants as soon as possible. How does it look like with the Golden Age? 4,000. Construction project from Sofia. 1 constabulary. Okay, we can do that. Come on, dude. Next. How much money do we have? We'll have 500 next turn. And we have a city-state that wants our religion. We could do that. We have 2 missionaries and we have nothing to do with them. Question is, where is that city-state? Let's check that in a moment. Look how fast our borders are growing. And look at this jerk. He is gonna do it. I am gonna get rid of the city. If he wasn't this aggressive with the general, I would just ignore him. But I can't just let this be. I'm just gonna raise the city probably. I don't want it. Oh, you're here. Okay, well, that's not gonna happen. Why would you ask for my religion when you already have one? Well, here we don't have any like decent tiles to work, so we could do... What's this? We're gonna lose this tile next turn, so... Are there any useful tile improvements that we still don't have? Actually, there is one. We want to get a stone. Fortify. Okay, go. On citrus. Let's actually wait with this trade. I want to make sure that I really have extra citrus. It's probably too much. Let's say 560 might be 565, 570, 568. That's pretty good.
Benissimo.
Sydney desires salt. How much would Sydney give us? 600, I mean 700 almost. To get salt, we would lose 800-ish. I think that's fine. We'll just, let's see, would he accept? No, we'd have to pay 11. I think this is worth it. We'll get the investment back basically as flat gold, and we'll get some influence with the city-state, and we get some extra happiness. So yeah, that was worth it. Alexander is a jerk, we know that. Let's try to keep an eye on him from this tile, and here we can get the Brazilwood camp. Okay, some bedroom done. How much money do we have? 1200. I want customs house. Yeah, I want constabulary. And we want to check Arabia. He still has 44 tax. I expected him to be on like 47 at this point. It really might have been just that burst of yields that he got as he entered industrial era. How is our spy doing? 2 turns. That's pretty important that we don't fail there. I'm pretty sure his capital is defended. Oh, 14. I'm thinking if I should already start saving up for upgrades, but the next wave of upgrades is gonna be... Actually, field guns are expensive, so maybe I should make sure that I have like 3,000 by the time we get rifling, but I think we have still time for that. Okay, next. Open borders. Yes. Actually, why not? The weakness of your army is an embarrassment matched only by your pathetic leadership. We'll see about that. Salt connected. And build national wonder. Oh, that was the... Actually, no, that wasn't... Did we build it last turn that I didn't notice? The printing press? Probably. So now we have again 1400 to work with. We have decent number of friends. Why are you pissed? Minus 40. That's a lot. What the hell have I done to piss him off so much? How are we doing on the next engineer? 37. Let me check. Embassy. Available everywhere. What the hell? People, what are you doing? Everyone wants statecraft and they don't care about embassies? Well, in that case, you're gonna log the printing press. If I had more specialist slots for diplomats, I would log them as well. Is there something? No. We could use some more units, I think. But we could just train them once we are done in the capital with all the buildings. We can only have 3 archaeologists, so we build the buildings, then we get the archaeologists, and then we should have some time for units. Okay, let's explore around Greece as much as possible before he declares again. It's definitely possible. Where is this camp? Can I get there somehow? Because that will almost give us the general. Could just go this way. It's gonna take forever to get there, though. Okay, next. Now I'll have to check if I can buy another great person. Yes, Greece only causes problems. Public declaration from Arabia, what is that? Germany denounced Greece, Arabia did what? And we succeeded. Perfect. Harun is plotting against Gandhi. Let's start with this one. Share intrigue. And now when we are here, we could just ask... No, still not willing to sign. That's one thing. Antwerp desires trade route. That just gives us food. A ton of influence. But I don't think I want to do it because I think if I do this, I'll just lose the cargo ship. If it gave me an alliance, maybe I would consider it, but I don't think I want to do it now. Maybe when we get more trade routes, that or like enough that we are feeding all our cities and we have one extra trade route on top of that, then I would maybe do it. Germany denounced Greece and Arabia. Oh, nothing important. Now, well, I guess I'll take railroads. That gives us the trade route that I wanted. It's still pretty decent steel. How much money do we have? 400. What are we missing here? Garden is quite important. Let's get a garden. Also, what I could try to send this guy to that camp in case there are ships around there. This or killing the barbarian or the garrison that's always inside. They just don't have a land unit that would destroy the camp itself. I could try to do it with this guy. Because I can't imagine a barbarian surviving here in between two city-states. Like, there's no way. The camp is probably there empty. We don't have a plantation up here. One, two, three, four. That's too far. We could improve this tile. And oh wait, railroads. That doesn't reveal coal. I was like, we didn't get any coal, but no. With railroads, we get access to train stations, but to get coal, we need steam power. I should get the trade route. Go. How are we gonna do it? He'll go here. You can go here. How much money are we making? We are making enough so I could build some roads. Let's see. This guy's closer, so let's give him the order to build the plantation. And what are you doing? I'm gonna build a road on these 4 tiles. Just for the war with Arabia. Actually, wait. First, I'm gonna build a road on this tile. I may even build roads on these 3 tiles. 4 tiles, maybe even. Oh. Okay, fine. I'm gonna build roads everywhere. That we can... Actually, didn't we just get access to railroads? Railroads first. Just realized. Research stolen from Mecca. I don't really care about that. sugar to Enrico. I think I will give him 1 gold per turn and try to take like 500 for 95. Now it might be time to look a specialist. One more science. Since we are working on merchant somewhere else, I will just focus on science here. How much time do we have? 7 turns. It's 2, 3, 5, 7. It's gonna be less than that because we are getting extra science from our explorers, of course, but it's gonna be close. Yeah. I don't really care. Espionage, what was that? How did we get archaeology? Oh, that's the reward from the quest that we just stole the tech from him. Okay. That's something I forgot about. Fine. I hope that my refusal to move my spy out of his capital won't lead to war. Other than that, I don't care. If he's, well, he already hates us, so if he hates us a little bit more, I don't care, as long as it doesn't lead to war. Yeah, 2000. That's actually a lot of science. See, I'm just gonna dig up all of these except this one. And because we got archaeology a bit earlier than I expected, I think I'm still gonna wait 6 turns to finish all the buildings. And then we get some archaeologists. So which tech do we rush now? Corporations or electricity? And no matter... Actually, if I rush electricity, I would have to ignore rifling and dynamite and just go like this. I don't think I have to do it. Let's check Arabia and how many social policies they have. Yeah, that's the same amount as we have, so they are pretty far away from having enough social policies to build Empire State Building. Even if they get electricity, they won't be able to build Wonder. So I think I'll go corporations first. Which means rifling, dynamite, I guess I'll grab industrialization before fertilizer, and then we go electricity. And then we'll see if we go plastics, maybe all the way to penicillin, or if we grab radio first. I think it's gonna be radio, but the decision can wait. Now, as much as I would like to get museums, we are making almost 1,000 culture per turn at this point, but we are still under 400 science per turn, so we will have to get public schools. And I wanted... Fade by the artist. Next. How are our cities doing? Still happy? Still carnival everywhere? Yep. I don't just entered modern era so that... Excuse me. Apologize for that. That means he just got his 45th tag. We are at 43. We'll be able to steal from him. Actually, 30 minutes isn't too bad. Let's check potential. Where is the second highest potential Arabians in Basra? It's pretty bad. It's just his capital and nothing else, basically. But his capital is insane. India has global monopoly on jewelry and lapis, Greece's monopoly on porcelain. Should probably lock this tile. It's gonna be a Brazil boot camp soon. Let's make sure I don't forget to lock it. Workshop boosts forests. We don't have... Actually, we are working, what, 2 forests? 3 forests? You know what? The workshop might actually be worth it. Okay, 5,000 points. That will guarantee the next goal. It's gonna be more than 5.5, I think. What I can do... Let's try to get a little bit more. I think from now on, I want to use every single artist for Golden Age, and just get artifacts and great works of music, maybe 1 or 2 more great works of writing. You could also try to steal some great works. But the other thing is that when I pop him and cross the threshold for the next Golden Age, it won't immediately trigger the bonus from our unique ability. This Golden Age has to end first before we get the bonus. Actually thinking about getting one more great work. 15 turns, we should be able to get enough points for the next Golden Age. "24 turns, yeah, there's 9 turn difference, so we have to find 9 turns worth of Golden Age points. Let me check how long it's gonna... 23 turns to get an artist. Which one is this? Musician 28, scientist 15, writer 15. Now, let's get the Golden Age points. And we got 8,000. That's a lot more than I expected. Okay, choose host. How many votes do we have? Germany has 13. Holy crap. But I have a feeling Germany may actually vote for us. So instead of sending my votes to Germany, I will vote for myself. Worst case scenario, we just won't get the bonus for helping him become the host. It's also possible that Arabia votes for Greece and he will become the leader. Let's go one more turn. I'm actually quite curious what's gonna happen in the World Congress. Public declaration from Greece. Okay, let's see. No, he voted for himself. And actually, Arabia voted for Germany. And look, we got votes from Venice and Siam. Yeah. That's 2 of our friends. I actually really expected Germany to do the same thing. 12. India for themselves. Okay. Germany probably has too many votes to try to help someone else. You know what? Let's just go one more turn. Because there's one more thing I'm really curious about, and that's the barbarian camp. It seems that Greece also got the same quest. He's gonna be able to take the camp from the sea. It's possible. Ben porcelain. Didn't Greece just get the monopoly on porcelain? Okay, so this way we'll suck up to Germany, and here we'll vote against what Greece wants. What I could do... I could... Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Because I think India has currently monopoly on jewelry, if I remember correctly, and I don't want to piss him off. I'd like to get the defensive pact with him still. Still missing so many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we need to get the size around... Actually, we need to get the size around like 38, because we'll also be getting observatory. That's 2 more slots. But we are growing pretty fast, so we should be able to do that. Okay, 1 turn until we get harbor. So after that, I'm gonna queue up those archaeologists. Once we are done with them, we'll get the museum. Then more archaeologists, I guess. Then zoo, archaeologists, then hotel. Fine, but we are done with this episode, so I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye-bye.